Some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Returning it, John Ross. So we have reached halftime.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
That one good for 26 and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. To throw is Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, and making it work.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Stafford here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 3rd down, Cottrell, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Cottrell. And he's got room. 20, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough gang, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Going for it all. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
Because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So Matthew Stafford in the offense, down by 8, 1:08 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Stafford, 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking